Welcome to the WBC Arena. So much energy here in the house tonight. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grish. First up against them, this
bout is scheduled for
all the talking. We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. Nope, that jab not going to score. That straight got him. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. How about that time counter shot? Nice counter. Well done with that counter shot. Catch and shoot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Perhaps the hottest ticket in. Hold it right there. This may do it. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Beautiful counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. When are we going to see a jab from these two? That counter shot lands. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Counter punch. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Both men step back for just a moment. Fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
Good counter punching. Just misses with that uppercut. time they throw a shot, they get countered. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Boxing back together. You don't want to lose this fight, do you?
Good work. Now that's it. Now breathe. Just get your breath back.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every minute.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Will the referee step in? How is this? Hold that thought. And now going for the finish. And down goes Machine. A good body shot will paralyze you, and as you can see here, that's exactly what happened.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Oh,
That will do it. They want no more. So there you have it. It is official now, and that is not the way anyone wanted this fight to end. Welcome to the WBC Arena. I'm Todd Grisham, and you could not have chosen a better venue for this one. It's the
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is a Hall of Fame legend from Brockton, Massachusetts, a Ring Magazine world champion, and an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the Brockton Blockbuster.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Beautiful counter punch. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Can't land the jab there. Perfect counter lands. This theater is used to hosting concerts and plays, but tonight it's the sweet science that takes center stage.
God, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches. The punches actually echo. You're that fighter coming in, and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere. You know the pressure is going to be on.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Good defense there with that left hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here. And there's the bell for round 2. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. That's another scoring shot. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counterpuncher smart.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They both want the knockout. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter shot. Do you believe what we're seeing? Both men step back for just a moment. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. He is down big time on the score.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
You'd let him back into the fight.
Let's get it started in round 3. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. How about that time counter shot? Caution is being thrown to the wind. Punch, counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. Couldn't land that jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Those counter punches have to hurt. No rest for the weary. Good counter punch. The stamina is off the charts. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout. And there's the bell to start round 4. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
One punch could change everything in this battle. That counter shot lands. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They exchange punches. Catch and shoot. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Nice counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. It's Rocky Marciano who hits a counter punch. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second.
Back into the fray here in round 5. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
There's a counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Jab does not score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? Let's start the 6th. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have the quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Perfect counter shot. Straight right, just hold that thought. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape. Here we go, it's round 7. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And he scores with the counter. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
You cannot cast out if you prepared right.
Come on, you've let him back into this.
Round 8, and we're off again. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Good counter punching. That counter punch caught him clean. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. He threw a punch and just got countered. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catches you.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Rocky Marciano was supposed to be the one knocking this guy out. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. So the judges can't make up their mind. No one wins, no one loses. This fight ends in a draw.
A draw. Ooh, listen to that crowd.